Whenever I find myself stuck trying to figure out just what I'm doing on this writer's journey, there's one person I return to who always sets me on the right path.
Other readers. It was a book I wanted to read, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I began to write it.
Here are 7 lessons on writing from Toni Morrison. If there is a book you want to read but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. This has been my favorite, as it's the reason I even dared to write fiction in the first place. I struggle a lot with communication, wanting to express things how I see it and to be understood. And when I realized that no one is ever going to see things as I see them, just from our disjointed conversations, and that waiting on a book to explain my observations was in vain, it was the moment that I picked up a pencil and decided to at least give it a try. It's been the most challenging but most rewarding experience so far because it's taught me I do have stories to tell, and I just have to have the courage to tell them. I don't wait to be struck by lightning, and I don't need certain slants of light in order to be able to write. I admit that from time to time, I still want my stories to come to me whole. And what that looks like is having random ideas pop up that I don't act on, waiting instead for the sky to somehow open up and feed me a story from the heavens that I can just download in its entirety. But writing isn't that romantic. It isn't romantic at all. It's showing up as you are and just committing to putting down one word after another. When you first start writing, you're scared to death that if you don't get that sentence right that minute, it's never going to show up again. And it isn't. Another one will, and it'll probably be better. This is such a great reminder to not sweat the small stuff. What's important is that you don't beat yourself up for not getting a perfect sentence, but that you show up again and again to see what the sentence wants you to do next. It's not on you to drive it. The words are driving you. I do not want you to write anything about your little life. I know you have been taught to write about what you know. I'm telling you, do not do that. You don't know anything, so I want you to invent. This one is definitely a lesson I'm constantly learning and relearning. Frankly, my life just isn't interesting enough to mine for stories, but what is interesting is how I can bring myself and my sense of craft and my perspective to the stories that I'm telling. We die, that may be the meaning of life, but we do language, that may be the measure of our lives. If ever you need a reminder as to how intentional we must be with our words, it's this. From the words we speak to the words we consume, it's important to remember how our language sets the capacity of our lived experience, the capacity of our humanity. I don't want to make nobody else, I want to make myself. This one, from Sula, is one of my favorite lines from Morrison. It's on a loop in my mind and fuels every bit of the life that I'm creating for myself. Teaching is about taking things apart. Writing is about putting things together. I love writing because it helps me organize my thinking. It helps me put together my thoughts. I hope that one day I'll have put all my thoughts together enough that I'll be able to dismantle things again in a way that's helpful to someone else. Perhaps that's what this whole process is for me. Documenting my journey to becoming a published author is a way to see where everything came together so that I may be able to take them apart again. Who's an author that you can return to over and over again just to help you redirect on this writer's journey? Let us know down in the comments and share your favorite piece of advice that they've given. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop the next video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!